Hey, look at me. Hey.
Hey, everyone. Back to the Two Ways to Say It podcast. I am Ashley Renee.
And I am Casey. I definitely. Oh, this your boy Casey, the one y'all what came no see.
Are
Yo, it
those
like
new
this.
headphones?
They're not. Yeah, they're new. They're new.
They're like the ones that we having on there.
Cause I'm what put up. Let's go.
Period. I'm trying to be put up too. So while we talking about being put up, what's
Mhm.
your song of the day? Okay.
So let me. You know what? Since you said put up, let me just say you're my right hand. You're my go-to. Tell me everything about you. That's the old. That is Drake right hand, and yeah, like when you put up. You know what? I got a lot of right hands in my life. I just thought about it. Like you, my right hand. You know what I'm saying? Kendra on my right hand. You know what I'm saying? Brittany, I know she
Period.
watching my right hand. That dude
Mm-hmm.
named Trey, my right hand. But no, they're my
Period.
right hand. So yeah, so everybody got their right hands in their life. That's my song of the day. Drake right
I'll listen to it because we know you heard every song on
hand.
the
Every
planet.
song.
You asked your boy
Just
about a song. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, yeah. Heard
it's
it.
something about
Like
me.
what?
It's something about me when your head big like that. You keep it up there. See,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
So, anyways, since I'm wearing white and I'm so pure,
You per.
um,
Mm-hmm.
my song of the day is "For You I Will" by Monica.
Big
For
girl, so
you
simple.
I will. Lay my life on the line. For you, I will fight. Oh, for you, I would die. So, yes, that is to my
Okay.
soulmate, my one and only boo. I love you so, 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 so much. Mwah, 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 mwah.
She does. She
So,
does.
yes, next time
Yes.
y'all see me,
You know.
y'all gonna see him. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but no,
Yeah.
I
Like
like
that.
to keep my life private because as soon as you show your man, that's when you start
That
acting up and
went.
stuff. So you can't.
They ain't lying. You know how they do.
But anyways, let's go ahead and get into these topics.
Let's do it.
First one, we're gonna talk about JT and Sukihana. They coming for my girl. Like I don't like the fact that they keep coming for JT, especially Sukihana. Like
I,
okay,
yeah.
so we know JT came out with the song "Okay," right? Her rap song
Mm,
"Okay." So
mm.
Sukihana clearly felt some type of way when she said something about a broke tooth, eating crab legs and stuff like that. So me in my head when I heard it, I'm not even not 1 second thinking about Sukihana.
Not at all.
Now, if it may have been something that happened behind the scenes. I don't know what she felt like she was talking about her, but I just really deep down in my soul feel like she was not talking about Sukihana.
No.
And I know I tell people all the time, get out your emotions with these celebrities and stuff like that. But tonight I'm getting my emotions. You're not gonna come from JT, okay?
Yeah. Y'all doing too
Um,
much.
so before I get into it, how you feel about this Sukihana JT? I don't even want to call it beef because I feel like JT
It.
not beefing with her. So it's
No.
just but just yeah, tell me how you feel about it.
So like you said, when we heard the song, nobody. That girl was not talking about Sukiyama. Like it's like that hit dog holler situation. If you're too broke, you ate crab legs. It is the lyric hits you, but that don't mean she was thinking about you. I
Mm-hmm.
do love the power of I can say one thing and multiple things. People think I'm talking about them because that means it's all y'all. But and then like I saw on Twitter because I guess I'm one of those Twitter people, but Sukiyama was begging for JT to say something back to her. She was tweeting for days. JT was promoting her song. Once her song did what it did, then JT responded to her. I hate the internet because it's kind of like people were saying. I saw people actually saying that y'all wanted J2 to say something to clear it up. Y'all wanted her to clear up who she was talking about in the song because she wanted Glorilla to clear up whatever in her song. That is two totally different situations. But
Two
something
different,
is
yeah.
wrong with people. I don't know where they even come up with these conclusions. I just like at that point. people gonna be wrong on purpose. That's just what it is. You doing it because you want engagement. It don't make sense. So I don't think that even relates. Sukihana wanted JT to say something to her so bad. She was there
Mm-hmm.
saying stuff about drugs, just saying anything that she feel like would get JT going. And I feel like she only played on it because she know JT has recently been, defending herself versus other people. She wanted a piece of the pie. Because let me be honest, and that's the problem right there. Sukihana, yeah, everybody make money these days how you want to. Maybe she make money for rapping. I don't take her seriously as a rapper. I don't care what she put out. The image is torn to me. I don't like these people where if she'd have put out this song, whatever, that is, oh, yeah, let's look at her like she a rapper. No. I can go make a diss song right now. That don't mean I'm credible enough to be up here being compared to no JT or anybody else. So, and I saw people literally hyping up the diss online. I said, you know what?
I know. I'm
Same
just
thing we saw
like,
with Drake. Something is wrong with y'all. Like y'all literally hate to have people where they just literally do their own thing when they really don't be a problem. Y'all would hype up and do anything against them to make them seem like they're a problem. And at the end of the day,
mm-hmm.
they end up still winning. Because at the end of the day, no matter what Sukihana do, she's still not gonna be considered a rapper like JT. So it's dead.
Right.
So that's me. I'm gonna hate the internet forever because, well, I ain't gonna say I hate the internet. It's more our community, but something is wrong with y'all. I don't get it. Like y'all purposely be wrong for no reason. I don't know. Maybe y'all just don't know better. But yeah, that's where I'm at with them right now. It's embarrassing.
It is. I just hate that JT even responded. Now
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
like the fact how she created like well not even created, she just added to
Mm-hmm.
her okay song, like the extended part of it, but
Right.
because I just didn't think she was gonna respond to this because it's just like it's Sukihana, be for real. And like somebody said, Sukihana's this song, it wasn't no diss, it was just funny. Because
Just
we know
yeah.
Sukihana put all her business out. It's like you can't
Mm-hmm.
spray her because
Right. Yeah.
she aired
That is true.
everything out. So that's why I
That
was
is
like, it
true.
just ain't even worth it. But I feel like what she said was just still just good enough. Just so I think I just feel like JT did it just so everybody can just shut up. It's just like, okay,
Yeah.
I said this, and people like, oh, keep that. She could have kept that, blah blah. She
That's
can't
what
get
they
back at
want.
Sukihana. You just can't. Anybody
No.
who airing that much of their business, and
Mm-hmm.
it ain't even like people call Sukihana out. Sukihana is
She
just
literally she
telling.
said
She
like,
just
yeah.
yeah. So it's like you can't fight nobody like that. Not
Mm-hmm.
verbally anyway.
Of course, JT did respond, and I hate that with a lot of people where like you be doing good for a minute, but I guess I'm not in them shoes, so I don't know because I know me, I probably wouldn't be able to ignore everything, but I just feel like that was one of them that JT could have and should have ignored.
Mm-hmm.
It, I mean, like we, well, you more of the study of astrology, but maybe that's a Sagittarius thing. Them is skipping over arguing with somebody is probably not a thing. But
And
they're
it's
gonna
funny
probably hit
because
every yeah.
Sukihana is a Scorpio. So embarrassing.
Okay.
Oh my God. But
Maybe she like
I can
maybe her
see
moon
the trait.
different.
Yeah, it's not that moon or that rising. Yeah. Cause we don't air out our business like that.
It's too much. It's yeah. We live in what kind of world we live in now? It's so no boundaries and no limits
No
to nothing.
boundaries. Yeah.
That girl, I always look at it when they do stuff like the stuff that Sukihana do, and a lot of the stuff that other people do too. Back in the day, well, I'm not even say back in the day, kind of a couple years ago, I guess they exposed so much people like we ain't shocked by nothing because that stuff right there would have literally stuck with them and they would look at her like she's disgusting. But now, since there's no limits to nothing on the internet, it's accepted, and we go on the next day like she didn't just do that, and we can look at her like she's a
Yep.
rapper. Yeah.
And
So
if
JT
that
should have
person
done.
don't respond to it or say nothing else crazy back, they're the lame one. They're this.
Yeah.
So
I don't
it's
get it.
this
That
new world,
and
child.
like you said, people were saying you want JT to respond so bad, then she do. I guess this is what I'm assuming everybody want to do now. When you tell somebody to respond, I guess you want to write the rap for them. So you want to tell them exactly what to say because you're the rapper. So you want to tell them exactly what to say, when to put it
Right.
out, how long to make it, and how to do it. Because apparently y'all just know more than them. Like I told you, I think how JT did it was smart. It made more people listen to a song. So in the end, I feel like she won that one because technically the song charting and then she kind of winning on the end. That's why I hate that she gave so much energy to her, especially when she on this rise. Like people like that,
Yeah.
you just gotta just move on from it. If you see them in public, ignore them. And she just one of them. But unfortunately, JT kind of gave her a little attention. It is what it is.
I know. We're talking about no boundaries. Now on this episode of
Now you know better. You know better.
we're talking
That,
about y'all favorite person. Everybody that keeps talking about him, that teacher who had them chillin', taking out his hair during school hours and I know you're just so ready to talk about this. So I'm pretty sure everybody already knows. So it was this teacher who I think is he a content creator?
well, I think because I saw like right after that happened, I see that he had other videos that had a lot of views. So I think he like teacher slash content creator, I guess at this
So
point.
yeah. So teacher slash content creator posted, I think what he said it was like the last 10 minutes of class and he had a few of the students, female students, take down his hair. And he got a lot of what I don't want to say feedback. What is it? A lot of
You say backlash.
backlash.
Say that,
And then yes, it's backlash. I'm gonna say it was half and half from what I saw. It was literally split down the middle. So go ahead, Mr. Kroom, because you ready to get this off your chest. Look at your chest. It's just all in the air. Let it down.
I got it. Let me let it down. Okay, so
how you feel about this, friend?
And it's the downfall. It's the downfall. I always, as somebody who want to be an educator, not of course with children, people always ask me why I don't want to, why not children? Because of course it'll be a job. Now, of course, I would be professional. I feel like as a teacher, you got to know what stuff you can and can't do, or stuff you shouldn't even feel like you should be doing anyway. But I know that a lot of African American males can mess that up for the rest of us. So I just want to stay out of that mix, period. And I did see that he did get fired. I saw that. So I'm gonna just start with the video part of it. So, and I ain't no hater. Now, get your money. Being a content creator apparently these days, it get them paid. Like the TikTok be paying them whatever. When I first started seeing teachers recording their students and in their classrooms, I actually cringed at it because I low-key felt like it was on the unprofessional side. Now, I always thought to myself, like, are they not gonna get in trouble for that? Or, and sometimes it could be harmless, like it could be something funny, whatever. But at the same time, it was always in the back of my head, like, I just could not record me and my students. Like, I feel like that's just a place of education. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, of course, as a teacher, you gonna have them cool relationships with your students, whatever, but I'm just not gonna be making them stars on the internet. They children. So that's first. So I don't like that part, regardless. So no matter what he did or not, me personally don't feel like a teacher should be recording everything they do with their students. With this dude, you're wrong. That's just what it is. I know they're in the comments telling you they defending you. I'm gonna say I feel like more of he got backlash and then the other half want to defend him because like, you got to say that, black man. You got to. So that's why they defended you. I'm gonna tell you that first. That's what it is. Because I feel like if you were anybody else, if it was a female teacher getting her wig put on, they would not be behind her. So just know that this is why they are caping for you, and that is fine. Take advantage of it. Because I saw he was crying and all this. Hey, okay, but the choice was made. You first of all, the unprofessional part started. You don't take your head out in school. You're a teacher. We can't take our hat on at work. We are at work. You're a teacher first. Like that's past unprofessional. You're not taking your head out. I know he said he had like this and this to do. I'm sorry. He'd be running late and doing all type of stuff. You still could have been fine. He said he had an interview or something. I still feel like your hair you could have did something else with it. Taking out your hair in school was the number one wrong thing. No. I mean, come on now. Now the second thing. you had these little bitty girls doing it. And yeah, whatever. It's an uncomfortable situation regardless. I'm sorry, these are little girls. So you, as a male, especially at that age, you cannot put yourself in these young girls' minds. You don't know what they're thinking when they take your hat down. Why even open that door? You don't know, and like I told you, these little girls be having a little crush on teachers and all that stuff. Yeah, whatever
Mm-hmm.
people say is natural, whatever. Don't play into that. Don't. These are not your friends; they're your students. That's just it. I just don't see how you thought it was just like, yeah, come on, y'all, take my hat out. I'm not gonna have my student even being that close to me. Taking somebody's hat out is literally you're touching, like not just how you don't even feel uncomfortable. You know why they doing it. Like, I'm sorry, to me, I ain't gonna say you deserve to lose your job. I'm just not gonna be that person. But in for you deserve in a way some of the backlash because it's unprofessional. I just don't
Mm-hmm.
see how somebody could take up for it. I hope nobody with a young girl who's in school is taking up for you. I will hope not, because I will hope they won't want their daughter to take down their teacher's hair. Um, yeah. And same thing with like if it's a male or something. They shouldn't be that close to their female teacher. Like that's the problem with no boundaries. Like I when I saw it, even before anybody said any opinions on it, I was like, no, what is he doing? So for me, it's like we say, a hard no. Um, maybe you'll be a teacher somewhere else, but that to me past the point of unprofessional, and it does make us males who try to be teachers or whatever. It kind
Mm-hmm.
of make us look bad because that's the type of stuff they think we'll do with these young female students. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. And I didn't expect Mr. Pisces man to say that. I thought you were gonna be like, "You're so wrong there.
No,
They shouldn't have fired him." Blah blah blah. You
no.
know how y'all is.
Mm-hmm. I just yeah. I got a little, I got horns too. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you. You got a little Taurus in you, so yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot.
but very
Um.
disappointing. Very disappointing.
Okay, so I have to 100% agree with you on this. So starting for one, we just gonna say it's inappropriate. Period. Before we even break it down, if you saw that video and you didn't think it was inappropriate, then I'm gonna just really believe that you have a mental issue. So one, why again, like you said, posting what's going on in your classroom.
I
That
hate it.
is your problem.
Yes,
I'm
I hate it.
so
Oh my
sick of
goodness.
everybody sitting here thinking that they're supposed to post every little thing that goes on.
Oh,
This
I
is
hate it.
why you don't. So even if you did want them to take your hair down in your class, I ain't saying it's right. I
Mm,
don't care. See,
that's their problem. They asked for it. You asked them this.
what
Yeah,
you
like
getting from that? What when you decide to stick that phone up and be like, let me record these young girls taking down my hair. What were you gonna get out of it?
nothing.
Okay. So you're not getting anything out of it. Two, you're posting other people's children online. Even if the camera's not directly on them, we can see them. So now you'll probably have people in the comments talking about the girls. They probably ain't even paying attention to them taking their
Mm-hmm.
hair. Now you're paying attention to the girls or why she look like this or this.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting them in a space where they don't need to be. Let me
Right.
say that I just don't think it's fair for them, to even, I'm pretty sure that they follow him and then you go
Mm-hmm.
in, you see comments and stuff like that. As a teacher, you're there to teach and protect them. So I don't think you're protecting them by exposing talk or
On
whatever it
TikTok.
is. So yeah, even if it's not intentional, like, I you could tell like he set the camera up and it wasn't just
Mm-hmm.
on them, but
Right.
still
Right.
you have to be mindful of that, teacher. Now, going back to what you said about saving these men. This is why Clay acts the way he does. Because the same women in these comments, it is so cringe to sit here and watch y'all baby this. I'm gonna say baby. I don't even know what the word is.
It
Baby
is.
this
That's it.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, oh my God, he did nothing wrong. Why is everything so sexualized? Just because someone says something is inappropriate, that does
That does
not
not mean.
mean that it relates to
Thank
something
you.
being sexual. Just because
Thank you.
someone said it is, they'll be like, yeah, I was relating something to sexual. You did that. Nobody said
Mm-hmm.
nothing about anything being
That mean they knew
sexual.
what the
They
problem
just
was
said,
from the.
there you go.
You
A
knew what
hit
it could be.
dog gonna always fucking gonna
Yes.
always holler
Yes.
every time. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, how you going straight to that? Nobody said anything about it being sexual or anything.
Mm-mm.
So back to these same women who be on here complaining about men don't want to do this, men don't want to take you out, men don't want to be held accountable for anything. You want to know why? Because it's you. You
Yeah.
picking and choosing what you want to hold them accountable for. He
Mm-hmm.
has to be accountable for his actions. And it was
And that's
wrong.
it.
Even if it was intentional or not. The guy looks like a nice guy. Do I
Thank you. You
think
do.
that it was something sexual where he was like, I like all these girls. I want them to take
Mm-mm.
for it. Does not feel like that. At least to
Mm-hmm.
me, it doesn't. But we still really don't know. That's the thing.
You.
You just don't know. You gotta keep that line between adults and
Mm-hmm.
children,
Yeah.
and you just don't know. Just because it don't look like that, that does not mean
The.
it's not that.
Thank you.
We all been kids. I've been a teenage girl. If the fine gym coach is in there, we going crazy over him. And that does not mean touching him and all that, but you
Mm-hmm.
have crushes, like you said, and it's nothing that you
It's
can really
natural. Yeah,
control.
it's
Yeah,
natural.
it's
Yeah.
natural. So you have to be mindful of that. The same way with little boys. Like if they see a fine teacher, gonna be like, oh man, she's so fine, blah,
Mm-hmm.
blah. So you have to keep in mind as a teacher that it's a line. It has to be. Even if you're not a fine teacher, it's still a line. It don't matter. So I don't like that it was so many women taking up for him. Yes, you
Because
can
you should
feel
understand.
sorry for him. Yes, I feel bad that he lost his
Mm-hmm.
job. But at the same
Yes.
time, this is what happens when you do things like this, you lose your job. I feel bad for you,
Right.
but learn from it. So go find another teaching position and get off the internet with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in my job posting everything. And yes, we can always talk about this double standard. If this was a woman, if
Right.
this
Right.
was a white male, if this was this was happening. It won though. It was
Thank
him.
you. That's
So
their
let's stay
problem. You
right
focus
here.
on the wrong thing every time. You trying to steer it. We right here.
Right here. Let's stay right here.
So you
No,
should
we
be.
all make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen at work tomorrow where you just didn't know. But this right here, come on.
It's
It's
and you.
too many resources out there. It's too much stuff on TikTok that you can't see where people get in trouble for posting certain things,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's intentional or not. You're getting in trouble. As a teacher, you should not be posting no children, or I suggest don't post anything going on in your class. I know if you're just trying to show A and B, don't post nothing going on in that school. How about that? It's certain
Mm-hmm.
careers that you have where you have to move a certain way
That
because you
that's
are
part of the
representing the
job.
company. But I
Mm-hmm.
think teaching is that top one. We in top three. Teaching
You're
is in top three.
educators. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you're there to educate and protect those children at all times. So like a video he posted after where he was reading the text message from the children. I'm just like, you ain't gonna learn, are you? You just
And
you want
I
to
saw
learn the hard way.
in that same way, I saw people in them comments because I just knew. I said, actually, we're gonna talk about this. I had said, let me go in these comments with these people. So I said, look at them. I'm not talking about something. Oh, they could be talking off some school thing. Why we talking out of school hours? They ain't talking about work.
Exactly. You talking
They
about
it's no.
bestie, all that, and I get
That's
it. Like I
that where
feel
it
like the
started
times
though.
have changed when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to teaching and stuff like that. I think teaching is more free now, and it is
Mm-hmm.
a little less boundaries when it
Right.
comes to like the students and the teachers. Okay, but at the same time, I think when you're in this type of situation right here, just be quiet and go find you another job. You literally keep burning yourself.
You don't get it. It's like he
Mm-hmm.
almost. That's how I know he don't feel like he did nothing wrong. I know you feel like it's harmless. It's a lot of things we do that's harmless that can still be inappropriate because
Yep.
of what the consequences and the next thing what it can, cause or whatever. So harmless, you got to get it out your head. I think he think it's and he said he didn't do nothing wrong. That no matter what if he do next, he could just explain himself. You got to realize what you did wrong first, because if you still doing reading them text messages and we still talking about it, and you don't realize what you did wrong because you would sit there and be like,
Because you're
"Dang,
trying to prove something.
I
You're
should
trying
not
to
did that."
prove.
You
We
don't.
get that the kids are gonna be sad that you left. You don't
Yes,
have to
that's
read
not the
anything that
point.
they wrote to you.
And nobody say you was a bad teacher. The boy, I mean, I
Right.
said the boy, the man could be smart, been a good teacher, really make them learn something. But you made this one unprofessional mistake that had nothing to do with the actual job at hand, and that's where I think you went wrong. Like you just got to do your job. Going outside of it, doing this stuff. I ain't saying, like you said, like I feel like as a teachers, you naturally, what I'm saying, have students that's really like gravitate to you and really be like, oh, we love Miss or Mister whatever. Fine,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to. I feel like that's one of your jobs too. Keep it professional. Realize that these are at the end of the day your students. These are not your friends. They're your students,
Right.
and that's it. And your job is to teach them. It's nothing outside of it. Every time we cross that line, that's when it's that harmless thing that is inappropriate, but everybody want to take off. But no, if you keep it right where it needs to be, you don't have to worry about the next thing. And it's
Mm-hmm.
so simple to do it because that's the job you signed up
It's
for.
just like you can have boundaries and still have a fun classroom.
Yeah,
Like, but I think naturally we kind of knew not to
yeah.
touch teachers and touch their
And the
hair and
hair
all
and
this
all
little
that, yeah,
stuff. You know what I'm saying? But there
yeah.
was a different time. I'm not saying in that time, like, ain't nobody never touched no teacher hair. I'm not saying it.
Right.
But I just think it's the posting thing. And to go back to that with the accountability part, I think it comes from too is because in our community, I told you I always feel like we crave representation so much. So
That we'll do
now
anything
that
for it.
so we gotta make sure that it looks like this. We got to stop y'all. I know we need representation so bad, but make sure it's the right people. I'm not saying he's
Yeah,
wrong or he's a bad guy. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, this situation right here, he was wrong. That's
he
just
was
what
wrong.
it is. Does
And that's
not
just
make
what
you
it
a bad
is.
person. Good people do bad things. It is okay. Just because you did something wrong one time does not make him a bad person. Okay, since we're talking about accountability, you
Uh-huh.
seen your boy Clay from Love is Blind posted up with who is that? I don't even know who that
Celina
is.
Powell, that's that girl. Well, she done went on. Is it the Jumper? 20, she went on a couple interviews. She just kind of puts herself out there as somebody who has, I'm gonna say, dealt with many celebrity men, and she has had her way around the corner. Put it like that. She's known for that. I don't know what else she do besides that, but yeah,
And I just wasn't shocked to see it. It's
not at
Clay,
all.
y'all. We gotta be for real. And that
Mm,
I just feel like they made for each other because she needs some attention and clearly he needed it too from Love is Blind. Perfect
mm.
match. I just wasn't shocked. Now I did see a comment which was interesting where it says it's funny how when the color of a woman changes, the standard changes. Because Clay had all these standards,
That is true. That is
and
true.
you went and talked to her.
The person who that I said because apparently when he was with trying to talk to AD, she couldn't even move wrong. It was he was trying to find something so bad, but you went and found the one who you can the toxic or whatever you try not to avoid is right there in front of you. Everybody know her for one thing, and that's what you went and laid with. But okay,
And I see that she just disrespected your mama.
yeah, his
So
mama says on her. Now when I first saw it, I said I don't know if this is a publicity stunt for them, but
it is.
even that, that's still
Because that's what he
embarrassing.
wanted.
Because yeah, because you literally are showing that you're a clout chaser. Which on the show, I don't know what you try to present yourself as, but of course we saw through it anyway. But
Mm-hmm.
I already knew what was up. I'm sorry, I already knew that most of the time he was on this show for exposure because when you go look for love and you find somebody who is actually capable of what you claim you were searching for, this is what you said, and you did everything in your power to get rid of it because it got too real for you. or because she was for real and serious and you thought it was just a TV show. That's how I knew you just wanted anything for the clout chasing part of it anyway. People who clout chase or whatever you want to say, like just want attention, it seems very tiring. It kind of shows what type of person you are. You'll do anything for somebody to look at you, and I know that has to be a very miserable feeling because I know when nobody's paying you no attention, you're sitting somewhere balled up. Because I would feel like somebody who claimed, like on the show, he said he got it all going on. You wouldn't even need attention because your life is so good. So it's interesting that you have to go to this. I would think he one of them people, the way he made himself seem, that he didn't need an interview after the show, that he wouldn't need to be talking to nobody new, that he got it all going on. This is showing it's showing a different thing. And I'm not gonna lie, even from the family, his family that was there to support him, they act like he was, yes, you're going to do it because you know you already got it going on, so it'll come to you. This can't be the same person.
Exactly.
And hey, if that's what you want, that's the type of women you want to do this attention thing with, go for it. I mean, hey, apparently this is what you want in the first place. Go for it. But I do feel like for those people who were trying to say that want us to feel bad because we felt bad for AD and you want us to feel bad for him too, I need you to kind of like we say, go check yourself on that because if this who y'all trying to take up for, look at them now. This who y'all was taking up for. That's why y'all need to stop trying to make people like dismiss their the accountability part and go straight to sympathy because they literally be doing stuff wrong, but because y'all are so crybaby about them, they literally don't have to own up to none of it. They can sit there and keep playing around. And look at him now. All that taking up y'all did, and look what he ended up doing. Everything that everybody was saying about him anyway.
Hey, if that's you,
cool.
then that's you. But don't get up there pretending now, because
no.
I mean, I kind of knew anybody that watched that show knew he went into AD. He just had to try to put on this good boy and I'm looking for this and I'm looking for that and that whole little thing, like just play with that girl. I hate that she see Scorpio sister. Come on, we from Texas.
She was blinded, but I don't know. She liked somebody.
But
else.
yeah, we do get
blinded.
like this. Wait. Wait.
Oh.
But I wake up the next day. She didn't wake up the next day.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm woke now. I'm woke now.
Yeah.
I'm woke now. Indeed, God was working overtime for you. I was like, yes. And sometimes that's what it is. Like once you see your ex or whatever she consider him, or just in general.
Yeah.
With somebody else, you're like, oh my God, thank you. Like, what was I thinking? I dodged that bullet. Like, thank you. So I know she's somewhere thanking God. So
she better. I'm about to say now. I don't know what they got going on, but hopefully, I don't know. They still follow each other. I don't know what they do, but now it would have been embarrassing for her to still talk about him after how he did on the show. Now it'll be 3 times the embarrassment if she have anything to do with him after this. So I hopefully she is so far away from him at this point. I would feel like by now she can find somebody. Hopefully the show, because she showed her true self, I feel like she wore herself on her sleeve. Hopefully it's a good man out there that saw it and actually, was seeking for her and found her and actually, because she already kind of laid out what she wanted and actually giving that to her. Because she wasn't pretending like other people were. So hopefully she actually.
That's it for tonight. Did you have anything that you want to leave this lovely audience with?
Yes, y'all are lovely. Just because something is harmless or we think something is harmless does not mean bad can't come from it. I do I know we both are, but we think a lot. We always think about the bad outcomes of what can possibly happen. People think that's crazy because they think we just, what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm sorry. When I do something, I always have to think of every possibility because trust me, anything can turn bad. I'm sorry. It's just bad is not that far away. So yeah, I just think when you do stuff, just please think it through. Think about, is there any possibility this can go wrong? Just go ahead and have it on your mind so when it come, you won't be too shocked. So yeah, do not think that anything bad cannot come out because it possibly can. But yeah.
What I want to say. Do what makes you happy. That's what I'm going to say. Even if it's with your soulmate, whoever, Do what makes you happy. Don't go with what the world thinks you need to do or how the world's gonna view you. Do what makes you happy. And I'm gonna leave
Yes.
it at that.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just like that.
All
And
right, you
Dark
guys.
Shadows. Whoa.
Oh, you knew.
I
I'm
love it.
pretty then I'm supposed to be
And
looking.
then looking,
Okay.
okay. Ew. Okay.
Okay, so anyway, thank you guys for listening tonight. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment as well, especially if you're a teacher, a male teacher at that.
Oh yeah.
Let me know
Let me
how
tell
you
you, yeah.
feel about that, especially if you're a black male teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Please comment and just any teacher. I want to hear all thoughts on this. If I'm wrong, say I'm wrong, but I know I'm right. So please comment and let us know, even if you're not a teacher either. Just comment, please.
Yeah.
About the whole teacher situation.
But thank you. We have one person that engages every time, and that is Vaughn. Thank you.
Thank
She
you,
engages
Vaughn.
every time. We love it. We
Every
might as well.
time.
She might as well be on here with us. She eat it up every time.
Oh, watch that, because you don't want them ideas. You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
Vaughn. Come on.
Because clearly 3 don't work. Ooh.
You ain't that one. I got to give you a virtual high five. You ain't that.
Anyway, thanks you guys for watching. We will see you on the next episode.
Goodbye.
Chichilu, Zizou, Waza, Waja.
Okay.
Okay, cut it off.